Alright. Yo, what's good, boys? Ahmed, Alex, how you guys going? Wesley, have I found the switch to gold? Yes, sir. Les, what's good, bro? Satish, what's up, man? 2 streams in a row? Who would have thought? 2 jayway streams in a row. Alright, let's pay my car insurance today. Alright, I got a lock in. I had a bit of a rough start this morning. I was meant to wake up 3 hours ago and I just couldn't sleep last night, so yeah, I just couldn't fucking sleep, man. 27 people in here already. Let's go, man. Let me quickly put this on Instagram story. Copy link. What song should I put with it? Let's do some Future. Four Raws. What's my bias? I haven't figured that out yet. I literally just opened my charts, man. Let's get a stream dub. Alan Easy, what's good, man? Oh yeah, what do you guys reckon? The webcam like this? Or the webcam like this? What looks better? Wide angle or normal? $9 a.m. here in China. Oh yeah, how's China going, bro? I really want to go to China one day, but I wanted to learn Chinese first. So I don't, like, die. This? Normal? Shit. Alright, I need to lock in. Today, super bullish. Super bullish. This is actually not the right chart. This is my Apex account. This is what I need. Lots of volume. Is this typical for Asia Gold? Yes, sir. It is typical. Can you guys see my account balance. If I do this, who cares? You don't need to see it. I'm up about 1k on the funded account right now. I need 3 more winning days for a payout. So I should be able to get one by the end of next week if I can lock in and be consistent and not make any fatal errors. But I'm kind of tempted to go for a bigger one this time. Can I show my stats on TradeZella? Yeah, sure. Just give me let me just sort out what I think what's going on at the moment, and then I'll show you guys that. Yeah, okay. So super bullish New York session, just ripping through all-time highs on gold. So I don't really want to be shorting all-time highs. Looks like we're getting a retracement. So in this situation, you can mark out, the move up, which has been absolutely massive. I would really mark it as that. So realistically, if we got a pullback to about here, this would be a nice place to look for longs, but I kind of doubt that we're going to get a pullback this big. Got a huge 4-hour gap down here as well. So, okay, so it is a realistic level to come back to. So we got 50% of this leg up here as a pullback area. We've also got this 4-hour gap with 50% of that, so they're sort of relatively close together. So I think that if we got something like this in around this area here, that would be a good place to look for some longs. I don't really want to take shorts down to this level. Like, it makes sense, right? I think price is going to go here. But that doesn't mean that it's a good idea to take shorts because we're already at all-time highs. It's better to be waiting and then taking longs. You missed NQ all-time highs. Damn. I'm going to cop a funded for gold. Which do you think I should cop? It's really up to you, man. Yeah, there's so many different prop firms, bro. It depends on how, have you got any payouts before? Because I think the Alpha Futures is I think Alpha is the easiest to get your first payout because you don't need to build a buffer. You just need to get those 5 winning days and then you can request a payout, which is really, really good. And then, on Top Step, you have to pass the account, then you have to make like $2,000 to build up that buffer. Then you can request a payout. So Alpha's good for that, but if you've already got a couple payouts before, you could go with like 10 or 20 Apex accounts and just trade them slowly and go nuts on it. You could do take profit trader if you get above that. If you get above the buffer, you can request payouts daily, which is pretty insane. There is live trailing drawdown, but Jar, what's good, man? Let's see if we can get 100 viewers today. You reckon we can do it? Could I go over how payout works? Still new to prop firms, like with your situation right now, just learning. What's up, shut your bitch ass up? Alpha doesn't need a buffer. That's just the way that they do it. You just don't need to have a buffer. As long as you're $200 in profit and you get those 5 winning days, you can request a payout if you like. Damn, all the OGs are in here, bro. Jar, Alanese, Les. I know there's probably more of you guys, but I'm just the New York guys that I talk to in voice call. It's cool to see. Does Alpha Futures have intraday drawdown? Nope. It's end of day. It's super easy to pass. It's very simple. It's like Top Step, but even more simple, in my opinion. But I have a code with Alpha Futures, so I am slightly biased. Sorry. I know there is a couple other New York voice chat guys. My bad. You're my Fortnite buddy. Shut your bitch ass up. Do I miss the Project X platform? No, not really. I find it easier to calculate my position size on TraderVet. How do I size on gold? Okay, there's so many things I need to cover here. To size on gold on MGC, so the micros, every point is worth $10. So here we got 30 points. It's $10 a point. On minis, it's $100 a point. So if you've got one contract, every single point is going to be worth $100. On the micros, every single point is going to be worth $10. Hi Jay and the chat. What's up, my bro? You want to see my TradeZella stats? Wait, hang on. Sup, bro? Just made it in time. Thanks for joining, man. This is an everyday thing now. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not going to promise anything. But maybe. Yeah, so this is this month so far. I don't really know how to explain how I've won almost every day. I just have. These 2 days here were really bad days. I was trying to get a payout and I was just spamming trades to try and, get those winning days and just over trading a lot. So I'm not proud of these 2 days. This day I just traded to keep one of my accounts active. And then on Tuesday, I also kind of crashed out and I took too many trades. So, yeah. Did I miss the short at Tokyo Open? Yes, I did. I mean, I wouldn't really call it a short. Like, it was kind of just a down candle out of nowhere. Win rate is important, but risk to reward and profit factor should be your main focus. Yes, sir. I actually don't have a very good trade win percentage. You can see I only have a 56% trade win percentage. However, I don't know if it's the profit factor or if it's the average win loss, but I think I have a roughly a 1 to 2 risk to reward. So my goal with trading, my base foundation for the stats that I'm trying to achieve is to have a 1-to-1 average risk to reward ratio with a 55 or above % win rate, because that's all you need at the end of the day. If you take 1-to-1 trades every single day and you win more than 55% of the time to cover the fees, you're going to be profitable. And it's a very easy way of getting better, because you just need to eliminate those losing trades and take more of the good trades. This actually does look like a nice area for longs, but I kind of want to see a little bit of a pullback first. If we were to get a 5-minute inverse right here, we still got 4 minutes till this close. But if we were to get a 5-minute inverse here, you'd have entry there. We're respecting this 5-minute below. Could have your stop there. Pretty shitty risk to reward ratio, but it's all-time highs, so it will probably smack. But I want to see a bit of a retracement first. Also, my boxes are a bit dark. Let's make them a bit lighter. How are some days 10k and some other days 200? Yeah, this is 2 accounts. So the 10k day was on the Apex 300k account, and then the $200 days are on the funded account. Or just reverse your strat. Yeah, well, that's kind of what I did. Because I actually made a video about this yesterday on Instagram. I was saying how I used to wait for a liquidity sweep and then I would take a reversal out of that, like after sweeping liquidity, and I just didn't win very often. And so I pretty much reversed my entire strategy. And instead of waiting for a liquidity sweep, I just target the liquidity sweep and I make that my take profit instead of my stop loss. Whereabouts in Aussie based, bro? Melbourne. You're in longs on NQ as soon as you logged on. I'll have a look. Yeah, NQ looks pretty good. Yeah, I think today might be a little bit of a patience thing because I just want to see if we're going to just, if we do just start kind of ripping and just making new highs all the time, then I'll probably just try and find some sort of long entry, but I have a feeling that we're going to get a big dump in a sec. What is usually my bias when Asia opens and the New York high's already been swept? Yeah, so it's kind of a tricky situation in that case. And if it's, if it's all-time highs like it is now, I really just want to take longs because you don't want to be shorting all-time highs. That goes for NASDAQ, that goes for gold, it goes for everything. But if it's not all-time highs, like I really just do mark out the leg up or 50% of the sessions range. So you could mark out like just the sessions range, but you may as well just mark out from the actual low to the high and then use that. And then use like higher time frame fair value gaps as well for pullbacks. Gold just keeps making me lose all my RR. Yeah, I'm kind of like that, but with NQ. I feel like every time I trade NQ, I lose the gains that I make on gold. I struggle to fight the habit of wanting to chase reversals. Yeah. I don't think you need to avoid trading reversals, but if you do want to trade reversals, I think it's better to like lower your risk and then shoot for higher risk to reward. Because you're going to probably have a lower win rate trying to catch reversals. So if you risk less, then you can lose more often and then go for the higher risk to rewards. But if you're going for base hits and like 1-to-1s, 1 to 1.5, which is really good on prop firms, then you may as well just take continuations, because if you're going to take a 1-to-1 off of a reversal, you want to have a high win rate. And in my opinion, trading reversals doesn't have the highest win rate. But maybe I'm just not that good at trading reversals as well. There's always that. Do I draw out my daily high, etc., or do I use the indicator? I actually haven't done that today. But we're just at all-time highs. Like we have swept the previous day's high, but we're making all-time highs here. And then the previous day's low is all the way down here. So that was Asia's low yesterday, which I don't think we're going to come down to today. You're already in the shorts? Nice, bro. 2-minute IFVG short entry, by the way. Yeah, I understand though. Like, I understand that you could be taking shorts, but kind of just shorting all-time highs, man. There hasn't been any confirmation yet that we're going lower. We're still going up. We've been going up for fucking ages. We've been going up since this time yesterday. We've genuinely been going up for 24 hours. There hasn't been any times that you should be shorting in the last 24 hours. I'm not saying that it's not going to work, but that's why I'm not shorting. Hey, what's up, Brody? Day 2, let's go. Yes, sir. How you going, Cade? What's good, Jay? Thoughts on lucid trading? Might buy 5 flex accounts. I honestly, I honestly think the black accounts are better than the flex accounts, but I haven't looked into it too much. But I've been hearing a lot about the black accounts. Riley's model prints, but best to find entries in macros. Yes, sir, I would agree. Someone fully ripped off Riley's model. Did you see that? That's a stitch up. I was talking to him about it yesterday. I was saying how, like, because he made a video and he was like, the day has finally come. Someone ripped off my model. And I was like, fuck, this video is so going to be about me. But I was like, surely not, because I literally credit him like every time I talk about it. But it wasn't about me. Could short the small pullbacks. Yeah, it's just like pretty risky though. One to one is king, or 1 to 2 is king. Look at SMT with silver. Damn, son. Silver is pumping. Who even trades silver? Silver's not bad. Fucking contracts are huge though. Like, you gotta have a big account. Or just trade like a micro. Do you guys know how tempted I am to play music on here and just hope that we don't get banned? Maybe if I turn off monetization, I have to end the stream to do that. I'm honestly so bullish. I don't even really think we need to come all the way down here. Maybe even just this low we put in at 1830 would be nice. Little liquidity sweep. And then continue longs. What am I looking for? I'm looking for longs. But just not yet. I'm just saying, you know, Asia's just opened up. We're going to have a move of some sort. And we're just chopping around a little bit at the moment. So I'm just waiting. We've got time. Bro, fuck it. Play some future. You guys should all go and follow me on Kick. I'm trying to build up my Kick following so I can eventually stream on there. But just at the moment, it's just not worth it for me because not many people join when I go on Kick. I've already got an audience on YouTube, so I could play some like copyright-free jazz. Let's do it. Do I use the same strat from NQ to gold? Yep. How to copy trade 5 Lucid accounts? If it has Tradeovate as an option, you can just do it on Tradeovate. If you go onto Tradeovate, this is how you copy trade on Tradeovate. Pay attention. You go onto here. Fuck, this is on the wrong one. Hang on. Go onto Tradeovate. You got here, manage groups. So I've got 2 accounts. If you do manage groups on Tradeovate, you can just... I can't even do it because one of them's an eval and one of them's a funded account. And they're different sizes. But it'll show your accounts. So if you've got like 5 accounts, it'll show them here as available. And you just slide them all into here to create a group, and then you just can't enter on TradingView. You got to enter on Tradeovate, and then you just, if you've got like 2 accounts and you want to put 2 micros on each account, you have to do four micros because it's on 2 accounts, and then you just enter on here, and it'll take the exact same trade on both accounts. Gold looks good to hold all night long. Yeah, low key. It's probably going to be another one of those days. Just take longs at all costs. Five-minute inversion for long entry. Yeah, that could work. The only thing is that it's just going to be a shitty risk to reward ratio if you're targeting like all-time highs. Because like if you enter above that inversion and then you put your stop loss at like these lows, even below the gap, you're still going to get such a small risk to reward. Like you could go break even at all-time highs, but it's probably going to retrace and stop you at break even. So it's not really the best entry. That's why I want to see a slight pullback. Micro copper is fun to trade. True. I just try to keep things simple, honestly, and not trade too many different assets, but I see where you're coming from. There's no clear direction at all for me at the moment. Like, I'm bullish, but there's no reason to enter yet. So did you find gold to be easier than Nasdaq? Up at 3:30 a.m. here in New Zealand? Yeah. It's good. New York session's good. There's nothing wrong with it. But you just have to really ask yourself, like, is this sustainable? Is this something I want to do long term? Because, you know, you can get really good at trading in the New York session, but then you're just going to have a skill that you can only use if you're up at 3:30 in the morning, and you know, it works, but there's a lot of downsides, and it's not a very healthy thing to do long term. So that's why I just switched to Asia. I was like, I'm just going to spend some time just try and get good at Asia, because in the long run, you know, this is actually sustainable for me and I can do this every day. Why is silver still skyrocketing? It's just all-time highs, man. It's just probably going to keep going like that. 4-hour fair value gap looks good. Yep. It's a really long way down, but we could get that. Am I from Australia? Yes, sir. 8:30 p.m. here, East Coast, America. Let's do a poll. Everybody vote. Everybody vote. Asia and London is statistically better to trade. I don't know about that. It might be statistically better for your strategy, but that's a very broad statement. Do I have South African in me? The way you say here sounds like a friend of mine. No. South African and Australian accents do sound pretty similar, though. Does anyone here know Cousin Crypto? Cousin Crypto is South African. He just started posting again. He went rogue for like a year or two, and he's like the OG. Like, he was like kind of TJR before TJR. I fucking love Cousin Crypto. He actually got me into trading. You guys know him? I think his name now is JBizzer Athletics, or like JB if you look him up. JBiz. Is he the guy on Crypto Banter? Probably. I don't know. He makes insane money trading crypto. It's nuts, man. Like I literally signal botted him during COVID, and I made so many gains on crypto, but the only problem is that I was 16 and I was doing like $10 bets because I didn't have any money. But if I was putting like money, like good money in, like if I had the money I got now, I'm not saying I'm rich, but you know, I got more than $10. I probably would have dude, I was like 2 years, I'm 2 years too young for that crypto bull run in 2020. Like, if I was just 2 years older and I had a little more money, I would have fucking made so much money on crypto. I took so many good trades on crypto, but it just, 20x return on $10 is fuck all. I just blew my 4th funded account this week. What do I do? Chill out, man. Chill out till next week. Something that I've noticed about tilt in trading is that, we all know what the feeling of tilt is, right? You fucking get pissed off that you take some losses, you start over trading, revenge trading. But tilt doesn't end when you go to bed. Tilt lasts multiple days. That's something that I don't think people talk about enough, is like, you can be on tilt for like weeks at a time and just continuously blowing accounts like over and over and over again. Because you actually need to allow yourself to come down from that like fight or flight state of mind that you're in. And you need to take a couple of days off to like truly reset and because you blow an account, or you blow 2 accounts, or you blow 4 accounts, like what you just said. And on that 5th account, you're not really thinking, oh, I need to pass this account. You're just thinking, I need to make back those 4 accounts that I lost. And you're not thinking clearly at all. So there's a polymarket bet that Jesus will return before GTA 6. Bro, can't even use polymarket in Australia. You blew your first 10... You blew 10 Apex PA accounts after your first payout? Fuck. Did trading feel different once I got my first payout? No. I didn't feel any more confident after the first... I felt a little bit more confident after the first payout, but after the second payout, that really, really helped me. I'm so much more confident in myself now. And I think that, I don't know if it's the payouts or if it's just this. Like, this has really boosted my confidence a lot to perform this well over a month. Silver's still ripping. Fucking hell, man. Maybe I should be trading the Apex account today and just trying to find like a bit of a pump. I have about a week and a half to pass this account, and I don't want to get rebuild. Maybe I'll just trade this. I gotta make 4.5k, and I've got 5.7 drawdown. Do I just risk 5.7 on longs on silver? Hundy, it would pass. Hundy. I honestly don't really care if I actually end up blowing this. Like, I know it would be annoying because I'm so close, but I'm waiting for the next 90% off sale, and then I'm probably going to get like 20, 25k accounts. Because I've just been noticing like a lot of traders that I follow, that's what they do. They just get 20 Apex accounts. It costs like $2,000 after activation fees. And then you just aim for base hits. You just get like $200 a day. And then before you know it, you're literally requesting like between $10,000 and like $40,000 payout. And you can do that like month after month. It's fucking insane. Is this the best month I've had so far? Yeah, 100%. GC at Midnight Open has a great win rate with the fair value gap continuation model. 1950 to 2020 and then come back at 0 to 030 is very good in your back testing. That's interesting. Copy trading is good until you tilt and blow 20. Yeah, well, if I was to copy trade 20 accounts, I would set a lockout on Tradeovate so that if I lose any more than like $300, I get locked out. Because there's no way I would be letting myself lose that shit. That's like, dude, anyone here who struggles with blowing accounts, just set a lockout. Just set an amount of money, and if you lose that amount on the day, you get locked out of your account. It's a failsafe. It will stop you from blowing accounts. If you set that up, if you set, like, let's say on a 50k account, you set $400 a day. If you lose any more than $400, you get locked out for 15 hours or something. Then the only way that you can blow your account is if you genuinely trade badly for like a couple weeks. And that's probably not going to happen because most people know how to trade. You know how to fucking trade, but you just lose your accounts because you go on tilt. So why try and stop yourself from tilting and be like, oh, I just need to have better discipline. Just fucking set a lockout. Genuinely just set a lockout. You can do it on Project X. You can do it on Tradeovate. We got 6-7 viewers, bro. Dubs. Is it stupid to go for a 100k funded, or should I try 50k first? I actually really like the 100k accounts because you have so much drawdown. Like, on this account that I've got here, right, I'm up 1k and I have $4,000 of drawdown on this account. So like I can lose so many trades, especially since you only need $200 winning days. I can lose so many trades before that account's blown, and there's just a lot of room for error. But it's slightly harder to pass the accounts because you need to make a little bit more profit than what you get in drawdown. So the lower account size that you go, the easier the accounts are to pass and to get payouts on, but the payouts are going to be smaller. So either get like 1 to 3 high account sizes, like 150k or a 100k, or get heaps of really small account sizes. That's really the only two ways to do it. And I'm right in the middle. I've just got a 100k that I'm trading on at the moment, but you've never done a challenge? I would say if you've never done a challenge before, just go for a smaller account. Very hard to get payouts on Apex, brother. Switch to Lucid and getting payouts consistently. Yeah, I haven't managed to get a payout on Apex yet. But if you just take base hits on Apex with the live trailing drawdown, if you just take base hit trades and you don't gamble, it's not that hard to get payouts, honestly. Yo, bro, what's up? What's good, Ruben? How you going, man? This polymarket bet is free bread. Dude, are you from New Zealand, though? Because I don't have access to polymarket. Or are you using, like, a VPN? Imagine Jesus does return. Dude, no way that's actually a bet. Everyone's going to win. Everyone is going to win. Yeah, silver is fucking pumping, man. Silver's actually free bread. This price action is so dookie, man. Yesterday and today have been pretty slow on gold. What's my reasoning for going for a max payout? Well, it just makes sense. Like, why would I not go for a max payout? Because I can do it, but it's just so tempting to take a minimum one. Like, my first payout was only $300. My second one was $600. So I want to try and make the next one like $1,200. Which would mean to get a $1,200 payout, I would need to make $2,400 on the account and then request 50% of that. But if I can get a $1,500 payout, I will officially be profitable because I'll make back all of the losses that I've ever spent on funded accounts. So I think that's a good goal. I tilted and lost 400 last night, up 200 today, fiending another trade. That's literally fine, bro. Don't rush shit. $400 loss isn't even bad, and a $200 recovery is good. You don't need to make it all back the next day. Did I always go for 100k accounts? No, I traded 50k accounts for like ages. I learned how to trade on just 50k Apex accounts, and I'm so glad I did because they're so cheap. And I ended up like not losing that much money, but I also was never able to follow the rules and actually get payouts. So I don't know. Can we just have like a Drake candle, please? So we can figure out what the fuck's going on. I really want a Drake candle to the downside. Take these lows, then I'll go long. Same here. First payout was 650. Now I want to go for 1k plus. Yeah, I think it's good to just like when you can get your first payout, just take it for sure. For sure, it's so good for your confidence. But then, you eventually got to start ramping it up a bit. On this next payout, if I can get like 1.5k, I'm just gonna reinvest all of that into like 5 accounts and copy trade them, and then try and go for like 10k a month. Swept liquidity, could look for an inversion now. LRLR below to the Asia low. Yeah, I kind of see that. Only thing is this 5-minute gap. We closed so high up here. I would have preferred if we closed somewhere below like 50% of this gap would have been nicer. It's still looking pretty bullish at the moment. What's a Drake candle? Just a really big candle. Just like that. Drake candle. Don't worry, bro. I'm not explaining it. $73 viewers in here. Let's go. Thank you everyone for watching. You guys have got me hyped up, man. I used to stream on YouTube to like 5 people for like quite a long time. Drake deer. So am I from down under? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm from way down under because I'm at the very bottom of Australia as well. I'm like basically in fucking Antarctica, man. %58% of people reckon no to coming all the way down to that 4-hour gap. Interesting. How long have I been trading? I've been trading futures for 1 year. I've been trading Forex. Well, I started trading crypto like 5 years ago. I started trading Forex 2.5 years ago, and then I started trading futures a year and a half ago. And I think crypto and Forex weren't really for me. So I've been trading futures and like really, really trying my absolute best for about a year and a half. NZ is the closest country to Antarctica. Yeah. What do I do for work besides this? Grocery store. On weekends. I popped up on your feed a couple of days ago. Not sure what I've been doing to increase viewership, but it's obviously working. I don't know, man. Just consistency, really. Just posting a lot. I post like 3 short form videos a day. I try to make a YouTube video every day. Not every day, every like day or second day. And then streams as well, so. Watch screaming in store video while you're streaming because Long's smacking. No. Kangaroos are still closer to me than penguins, bro. But probably not by far. Gold's ripping. We're about to get an inverse of this 5-minute. Potentially. Could take out Asia High again now. Yeah, I think that we're probably just today we're just gonna continue to keep on making all-time highs. Like we're probably just gonna do this, to be honest, man. Take out the high, get a pullback, make a new all-time high, get a pullback, make a new all-time high, get a pullback. And there's no reason not to expect that because we've been doing that for 24 hours. Yeah. Am I a dropout from college? No, I never went. And I don't really plan on ever going. It's going to be thousands before I know it. I hope so. That'd be cool. It'd be a lot of pressure, but it'd be cool. Don't care that it's ripping. Already out. Plus 1% from longs. Nice, bro. Clutch. Well done. Do I surf? Nah, I actually don't really surf, to be honest, man. I just have this surfboard on my wall because it fucking looks cool. It's my dad's old surfboard. I've surfed a bit, but I don't... Nah, not really. I wouldn't call myself a surfer. Yeah, 8 PM EST is gold Asia. Or Asia session, sorry. New South Wales? Nah, Melbourne. Melbourne, bro. Yeah, we got that 5-minute inverse. Probably coming for the highs again. Best thing to do is drop out of college. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it depends, bro. I don't really have that problem because I never went, thank God. Shark attacks going crazy. Yeah, it's been so many, man, in New South Wales. Y'all fuck with Voke out there? What is Voke? What time does New York session end? EST? Like 4 PM. I don't know, 4 PM, 5 PM. I wouldn't be trading it any time after 4. I think on prop firms you have to have your positions closed by 4:30. I'm proud of you, bro. Thanks, man. Everyone fucks with Voke? What is Voke? What are you talking about? We have white sharks here in South Florida too, but pretty chill and not really close to shore. Yeah, we got great whites fucking everywhere at the moment in east coast of Australia. I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm staying far away. Oh, UFC fighter. Gotcha. Volkanovski, that's who you're talking about. I don't know the slang. Okay, we have a 3-minute gap here. We could potentially go long off of that. Oh, shit. So, we're ripping. Price has come into a 5-minute gap and respected this at 50%. Now we've got a 5-minute inverse to the upside. Sort of a sketchy entry for longs. Bad risk to reward. But if we get a play off of this like 3-minute or maybe like a 2 or a 1 minute, that honestly could work out alright. Yeah, I think it's just a matter of time before we get these Asia highs. So I'm going to see if I can find something. Honestly, I don't want to take this on the funded account though. I would much rather take this on Apex. I'll risk like 2k. See you, Freddy. See you, James Freddy. Thanks for joining, man. GG's on your W today. Well done. How do you do the 2 time frames in one chart? Up here, next to this unnamed thing or whatever your chart's called, layout, you can like select like 2 or like 4 in like a grid or like whatever you want really. I just do 2 and then I just do 2 and then I move. Because I have XAU up here just to make sure that I've got a, like, you know, XAU could have taken the high, but it doesn't look like it here, so I'll just double check on here first before I enter. 5k gold today. That would be a nice round number. I can see that happening. Fuck, it's pretty high up there, but yeah, I see that happening. You caught a 2.6 RR on New York AM. Let's go, bro. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the people I follow, but I swear every morning I wake up and I just see everybody lost on New York AM, like every day. The 1 minute could be good here. Kind of risky because we still have a 3-minute. If this inverses, I'll wait for the 3-minute. I might honestly be about to get a long opportunity on Apex. This is on an eval, not on my funded account. Got a little pullback into that 1 minute. If we can get a closure up here. Put my stop loss below the 3-minute, like that. That gets me just over a 1-to-1. That could work out pretty nicely. Fuck, I should be on the minis. Oh my god, I'm fucking this up. We didn't get this. We did not get this on XAU. On GC, it looks like we closed above, which would have been an entry, but on XAU, we didn't close. Does that make sense? So that is my entry model that we just saw on futures, but on XAU, the shit isn't correct. It didn't work. This is the gap. So now this is the candle that's wicked into the gap. Right, so I need to see like a close above that. And then a stop would go below the 3 minute. Like that, probably. And I would target the high of day / all-time highs. We might not get it though. Would I usually trade if the New York session highs have already been taken? Yeah, like if it's all-time highs, I will, and otherwise I'll wait for like a retracement back into the New York session at like 50%. We just got a 1 minute inverse to the downside, which is cooked. But the 3 minute is still holding nicely. We might even be about to get a 3 minute inverse to the downside here. This is cooked. See how we don't even have a top wick though on this 3 minute candle? That looks good to me. That looks like we're putting in a bottom wick here to potentially go higher. Go to the 1 minute. The 1 minute looks shit. We've got an inverse to the downside. We've got no fair value gaps in this leg down, so there's no inverses or anything. Planning to enter? Yeah, potentially. I'm just seeing how this plays out though. It's still looking kind of cooked. This candle's about to close on the 3 minute. Alright, did we just get a 3 minute inversion? We just got a 3 minute inverse to the downside. What the fuck? We just got a 5 minute inverse to the downside. Not on MJC. Yeah, but MJC doesn't... I don't look at MJC for the charting. I look at XAU for the charting. I only care about what XAU chart does. And then I enter on MJC or GC if XAU is looking good. That's fine. Order flow is bullish. Yeah, it just kind of invalidates my entry though. Like we got a 5 minute inverse to the upside and then we got a 5 minute inverse to the downside. So to me, this looks like at the moment, this is like a failed 5 minute IFVG to the highs. It's kind of cold in my room, man. I need to put some trackies on or some shit. Just got to be patient, man. Reasoning for charting on XAU instead of MJC. It's just the chart. It's just better. It's just fucking better. I'll show you what I mean. Should I chart up on XAU USD when trading GC? Yes, charting XAU USD spot gold when trading GC gold futures is highly recommended as they generally mirror each other's price action due to high correlation. While futures have distinct volume and expiration data, XAU provides a continuous 24-hour chart that is excellent for identifying overall market trends, key support and resistance levels, and technical patterns before executing GC trades. Fuck it, just take a trade for the vibes. Maybe I will. Ariel, go to the 1 minute. Wait for it inverse to the upside. Yeah, there's just no gaps though. There's literally nothing on the 1 minute. It's only 1 o'clock. I still got like another hour where I think we could still get some setups. So we're just going to be patient. We got to be patient, boys. You got $20 left on the XFA. You can get it back, bro. I did that on my Apex account. I was $40 off blowing my Apex PA, and now I'm like $200 in drawdown on it. But I really don't care about it at all, because I don't even reckon I'll be able to get a payout on it because I've gambled so much on that account. No, it's not over for you, Lappy. It's not over, bro. I reckon just take a trade with one micro, shoot for a 1-to-1, and just keep taking 1-to-1s with micros. And then if you can get it up to like $200, risk like 100. Like, you're going to have a pretty lucky streak if you want to get it back and not spend a year on it. But you could do it. Yeah, exactly. It's never over. But there is an opportunity cost for your time, because that time that you spend trying to crawl back that account, you kind of could spend that on a different account. But it's really up to you, bro. I wouldn't blow it for no reason if you don't have to. 150k next week if it goes south. Yeah, nice. Risky play, but there's a 30-second gap we could inverse here, but we haven't taken any lows or anything, so I don't know. This is fucked. I really got to piss. Don't leave the stream, alright? I've got to fucking piss. full ported on CPI. It's actually not a bad idea. Do you have end of day trailing drawdown on it or live? Because if you have live trailing drawdown, it's not going to work on CPI. Yeah, honestly, I don't even know if I want to do the CPI method anymore. I did it, not the last one, but the one before, and I passed an account easy as, and then the CPI that just went, I literally, it was a perfect CPI, and my account blew. I have no idea how my account blew. I had a 30 point stop loss. I had a 30 point limit on either side. Price ripped straight up. It went 5 points down and then went straight up, and somehow my account got blown. I don't understand. But yeah, now I'm like, I don't even want to do it anymore. If you've got a good strategy and you're confident, there's no point. I don't know. Yes. Okay, we could be on for some longs now. We finally took a low. Just like a little bit of something here now. It's still not a significant low by any means. Like, we could come all the way down to these ones, which would be honestly better. But I don't think we need to. If we get a nice inverse to the upside, I'll probably just fucking take it, man. I have to take some trades on this eval to pass it. Even if they're not the highest quality. I know that sounds kind of dumb, but I'm not getting rebuild, dude. This 300k account is not that good. Like, even if I pass this account, I'm gonna have to make 20k again on it, to be able to get a payout on it. So you kind of both, Aaron and Lappy, you kind of both have a point about CPI. Like, CPI does have a very high win rate. There's a guy in my Discord who has sent some of his stats for CPI, and he always full ports CPI, and that's the only way that he passes evals. I think that the good thing about CPI, if you do it correctly, is that you don't spend time trying to pass evals that you could be trading on funded accounts. So you trade those evals on CPI, get them passed, and then the whole month you just trade on funded accounts instead of spending any time trading evals. Like, that's the problem with, eval trading. Like, if I had this day I traded eval, 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 and all of those were winning days. So if I was trading them on my funded account, I would have already got another payout by now. But instead I was trading an eval. Easy 8.4 milli a year. Yeah, you're right, bro. You're right. If you're risking half your account on evals, then you're full porting, just not on CPI. Yeah, kinda. I risk half on evals. Except not on this Apex one because of the fucking drawdown on it. But on Alpha, I risk half of my drawdown on the eval stage. Jumping in along. Good luck, bro. I'm kind of tempted to take a long here if we get it on the eval. If we get a 1 minute inverse. It's definitely not a funded account trade, but you know, if I can get like a relatively good stop loss like that, and then target the all-time highs, that should be able to pass my account. So I'll have to trail my stop loss pretty aggressive. So 1.5 times 3 is 4.5, which is what I need to make. So if I risk 1.5k, it's not enough. 1.7 times 2.7. Yeah, if I risk 1.7k on this and I get it all the way to the all-time highs, then that'll pass the account. That's exactly 7 there, so I'll probably do that. This might slowly bleed down to equilibrium until we get London Open. Honestly, it's not a bad shout, to be honest. That could happen. This could be like the first, or yeah, like this will be the second day of the year so far that I haven't been able to see any trades on gold during the Asia session. Today is low key, like typical. This is what they all say Asia is like. Is kind of like today. Dookie ass fucking price action. What's silver doing? Silver's going down a little now too. Maybe shorts are the play. Shorts down to the low here. Nah. Don't say that. Horrible PA. Yep. Pretty much, dude. Pretty much. Good retracement though on this leg up. Except this leg up never made all-time highs. We have come to 50% from that low up to the high that we made. It's like right on 50%, which is kind of nice. It's like the only confluence though. Got to bounce. Good luck, everyone. Hope you all get some wins. No worries, bro. Thanks for joining in. Appreciate you, bro. Have a good one. Oh my God. Dude, my phone updated last night and this shit is wacky as. Everything looks so much different. Looks like a fucking iPhone 17 now. Come on, lad. Let's listen to some fucking copyright-free jazz. It's better be copyright-free. Is that still quiet? Bro, put a grand piano in my ear? It's so quiet though. Let me fucking pause it, whatever. I don't know why it's so... my mic's so quiet. Okay. What about now? I feel like that's like peaking now. Like too loud. It looks like it is, but... what about now? The music's not even on. Yeah, I turned the music off because you guys are fucking complaining. Yeah, I paused the music. Ear rape final boss. You guys have got to be trolling me right now. Oh my god, man. Okay, if we get an inverse here, I'm just going to take it because I need to just get this fucking account done. However, if we don't get this, I'll probably, like, if we just start dumping or something, I'll probably end off the stream and then update you guys later on YouTube if we get any trades. Chat became active after ear raping. Anyone else working and trading? Yeah, I just work on the weekends and Mondays. Saturday, Sunday, Monday at the moment. So that way I have most of the week to trade. And I also get a bit of income from social media as well. So that's nice. And trading payouts, but you know, I still technically haven't made back my losses, so I don't really count it. But like the conversion is so nice for trading for me. Like obviously because I have to pay for the evals in USD, it doesn't really make the payouts being in USD any better. But like a 1K payout in USD is like 1.5K Australian. So a 3K payout is like 4.5K. It's so good. Start at 6 a.m. done by 1 p.m. That's not too bad. You work 5 days remote, so I just trade on my laptop. That's good as. What do you do? What do you do to work remote? Did I already take a trade? Nah, I haven't seen anything, man. This price action's been so shit. Surely a 2-minute inverse here, coming out of 50% of this leg up. It could work. Window cleaning and pressure washing. Nice. Is that like your own business or you work for somebody? Deckhand in Hawaii, just off a 10-hour shift straight to Asia session. Damn, bro. Talk to customers about their car finance. Fair enough. At least you get to do it remotely though. That's kind of cool. Alright, I might take this on eval. Please, like, don't copy trade me. I don't think this is the best trade. This is definitely not a funded account trade, but if we can get it, then I'll probably take it on the eval. And we didn't even get it. We didn't even fucking get it, man. Bro. Work for somebody, just work and listen to trading podcasts all day. Nice. Sounds pretty chill. When you have a steady income, trading on the side makes it so much better. Yeah. I don't know how people trade without a job, man. That shit must be so stressful. Especially when you're trying to, like, scale as well. Like, you got to spend, like, with prop firms especially, you got to spend a bit of money to make a bit of money. Unless you've got a lot saved up. Yeah, 100%. Like, I make enough just from working on the weekend and Mondays because I get like weekend rates, so it ends up working out pretty good. What's up, bro? Your content's been coming up heaps. Good to see another Aussie in the game. Hell yeah, bro. Where's it been coming up heaps on? YouTube or Instagram or what? Two-minute kind of still looks alright because of that big wick we just got there, so I'll give it a chance. Like, we wicked this inverse, this candle that almost closed. This next candle came down and it wicked the bottom. It wicked the wick of that candle and then closed back inside, and we've got no top wick, so it actually looks pretty good for longs. But I'll have to still wait for the inverse, obviously. It's definitely a bit of a forced entry, if I get it. YouTube for me. I feel like my YouTube's been really lacking. Like, it's been pretty hard to get some traction on YouTube at the moment. I don't know though. The streams have been doing really good on YouTube, and like the trading strategy videos as well. So much stacked LRLR below. Yeah, low key, man. Let's see what this 2-minute wants to do. Swept liquidity again, but we are sort of trending down. Still looks alright. Maybe I'm just coping. My recent Asia strategy video is what popped up first for you. Yeah, cool. I spent so much time on that video. I spent like all weekend making that. So I'm glad that that video did somewhat well. I wanted to make sure I got everything covered and got everything right. W left to right PA. Yeah. Any financial goals I want to achieve this year? Yeah, I want to get like 100k in the bank. And then I also really want to start investing more, which I just need to start doing it now. I just always procrastinate that for some reason. If it reverses now, it would be nuts. I see that happening, to be honest. Still got a minute till this 2-minute closes. Nah, US, the spot, gold spot isn't, it's not that it's ahead of futures, it's just that it's more accurate. Where the candle's wick is more accurate. Like, a lot of times this candle here on XAU, it wicked this low here, but then on GC, like, it won't. And so then I won't even know. But I always look at XAU. If I'm taking an inverse, I need to see XAU inverse. If GC doesn't get the inverse, but XAU does, I'm still going to take it on GC as if it did, when it didn't. It's a big fucking stop. Let's do this. Shit. Alright, so we just got that.
Order filled.
Let's just say this is on eval. Wait, let's make sure. Holy shit, that wasn't on eval. That wasn't on eval.
Order filled.
I just took that on my fucking funded account. But it won. I shouldn't have closed that so quick. Holy fuck, dude. Bro, I honestly just panicked then because I realized it was on my funded. I don't know why I did that. That was dumb. It's literally pumping. I made $400 on that, which is really what I aim for anyway. But holy fuck. That was so dumb. I'll take it. But that was a rookie error, man. That could have been really fucking bad. Let's see if I can get a re-entry on the fucking Apex accounts. Oh my god, I fucked that up so badly. Asia, turn that off. It's tripped me out. World's best scalper. $400 in a couple of seconds. Yeah, I'll take it. But like, that was so dumb, man. I was so sure that was on Apex, not Alpha. But I'll take it. I risked almost $2,000. I literally risked almost 2k on on the 100k funded. Which is good because I profited, but now I'm missing out on this Apex trade that I wanted to take, unfortunately. We'll see if we get a pullback. Price action's getting better now. Be cautious next time. Yeah, I'm honestly not proud at all of that. Like, I'll take the win, but I'm not happy about that. I was stupid. honestly, this looks so much better now. So let's just see if we can get some sort of a retracement and then a continuation higher from this. See if we can get a second dub. I would need to lose $4,000 to blow my funded account. I didn't actually risk 2K. I risked like 1.5 or something, but still, man, that was so dumb. Like, the reason I just panic closed is because, you know, all it takes is just one all of a sudden a candle to just come into drawdown, and I would have been, you know, $400 in drawdown, and that would have been so annoying. So I don't care that I closed then. And there's a consistency rule as well, so I don't want to fuck myself over with the consistency, the 40% consistency. Good way to not get people to follow your trades. I still think that's a good trade that I entered. I'd still be in this if I took it on the PA, but it's a bit of a shitty entry now, so I'm just going to wait and see if we can get a pullback. Yeah, my strategy can be applied to gold spot. It would actually be easier to trade it on a gold spot, probably. I pretty much am trading gold spot. I'm just entering on futures, so. Like, what'll happen sometimes, like, for example, there's all-time highs, right? Let's say I was in this long and we were ripping up here. I'm looking at XAU and I'll have this marked out. And the second the XAU hits this high, if GC is here or if GC is here, I don't care. I'm closing this trade on GC. And unfortunately, I won't be able to get that full move. But, you know, if XAU takes the high and then starts rejecting it, I'm going to miss and fuck myself over on futures. Consistency rule just means that your best day's total profit can't be more than 40% of your total profit. Right? So, like, the way you get around the consistency rule is, let's say you want to aim for $3,000 as a payout. You do $3,000 and then you do minus 40%, right? So you set a goal for yourself. I'm going to try and make $3,000 profit. That means that the most you can make in one day is $1,800 if you want to meet the consistency rule. And if you do have a day where you make like $2,000, then it's just going to mean that you're going to need to make like another couple $100 to get back below the consistency. It doesn't actually mean that you've blown your account necessarily, if that makes sense. All right, we did get a wick into this 1 minute gap. Not really the best, but if we get a closure above there, I might be able to get a little re-entry. Same with the 2 minute. I'd probably take the 2 minute actually. Yeah, people get so confused about consistency. It's really simple to understand, but it's like, I can understand why it would be confusing. It's just to stop you from making like $5,000 in your first trade and then just scalping for the winning days, because that's just going to rinse the prop firm, you know. But there is accounts that don't have it. Like, it is a bit of a limiting factor, but it's okay if you just go for base hits. Like, as long as you have a target of where you actually want to eventually take a payout, then it's completely fine to have that. But if you make 10K in one trade, then you're going to have to make like $30,000 profit to be able to get a payout. So I kind of want to re-enter if we get this closure here on the 2 minute, but the problem is my stop loss placement. It's going to be pretty cooked. I'd probably put it below that bigger gap. Okay, this looks better now. This looks a lot better. just get an advanced account to mitigate all the consistency, yeah, you can do that as well. That's what I'm going to do next. Either advanced accounts or 20 Apex accounts. I don't know. We'll see. It's a pretty fucking shitty risk reward now for the account, but I did like 3 cons, risk 2k. I might honestly do that. This is on the right account. We didn't get that close. See, we came up. I wanted to see it close above this candle, but we ended up coming back down and closing inside. So I'm not going to take that. And it looks like we did on GC, but I'm not counting it. I really want to put my stop below that low. It's fucking risky though. I might do like that. I'm really just trying to go degen and pass this shit. Do that. I wouldn't say this is the best trade either. It's an eval trade. We didn't get the close again. Do you guys understand what I'm doing here? Do you guys understand like the candle closes and why I'm still waiting? Because this candle that wicked into this gap, right, we still haven't gotten a closure above there. And that's why I always look at XAU, because even though GC technically did, I don't count this. I only count this. 84 viewers this late into the session. That's sick. Big motion. Big motion. Thank you guys. Highly recommend checking the standard deviation channel indicator. It pretty much gives you a visual on the trend and where price bounces between. It's awesome. What's it called? Fuck, I can't spell. What? I'm just going to look after. Yeah, can you see here? Like, this is a good example of how the XAU chart's different. On GC, we've taken this low of this candle. On XAU, we still haven't. Just little things like that. Like, when you're scalping, you got to be careful. If you're trading like the 5 minute or higher, I don't think you need to look at XAU quite as much. Unless you just want to see, like, did we sweep like a key level, like a session low or high, or something like that. 5 minute IFEG to the downside for shorts, or I don't know. I'm still bullish. this 5 minute above. This is fucked up. Not really that worried about it though, because I'm still so bullish. Yeah, this could be a long. I definitely don't think this is the best setup, so I don't advise copying me. But I'm taking this on eval. Oh, for fuck's sake, I got locked out. Oh my god, man, of course. I don't want to dox myself here. Hang on. That was the worst timing ever. I just gotta make sure I can't see the screen on here. Okay, should be good. For fuck's sake. Wait, I'm just gonna hide my screen for a second while I do this. Yeah. That is so annoying, dude. I just missed my entry because I got logged out of Apex on fucking TradingView. It was literally the long right there and I just missed it. Just for some reason TradingView it'll just like every now and then, like after an hour or two, it'll just log out, and it just did it right then as I was about to enter the trade. Fuck's sake. It's already at like a 1-to-1. I'd be break even here. God damn it, dude. Oh well. It is what it is. Enter at this point, still a good stop loss. Not really. I wanted to go long here with my stop loss just below 50% of that gap and then target that. So I'm already at like negative risk to reward. If we get all-time highs, it's cooked. That trade is fucking cooked now. And I'm going to have to wait for another setup in this leg. No trades so far is still good. I have taken one trade on the funded account. It's all good, man. Whatever. That really was the long though that I've been waiting for like 2 hours. So Don't worry, Jay, I copy traded you. Okay, at least some of you guys are making money then. Principle still applies. Nice. You guys would be banking right now. Upper 1 to what? 1 to 1.4. I reckon this, at least this high. I think maybe if we get to this high here, I think that's a good spot for a partial. 1 to 1.8. Or, you know, move your stop loss into some profit. Because we could get a bit of a reaction off of this and come back to break even. That's kind of typical of gold. And I kind of hope that we can get that actually, because then I might be able to find an entry of some sort. Damn, bro, that would have been 2 W's on the day, though. Oh, well. I keep saying, oh, well, and then just getting annoyed about it again. Up 600. Nice, bro. I would be break even by now, for sure. I think we still had a good day. We made a little bit of money on the funded account. Actually, quite a good amount of money on the funded account. And then we had a good idea for this account. We had an idea of where we thought price was going to go, and it's played out well. So it's another good day in my books. Just absolutely crushing it this month. Learn from it. Make sure you're logged in. No, it literally logged me out like right as I was about to enter. Like it'll do that. It'll just come up and it'll like, when it logs you out, it'll come up and it will be like sign in. It just does that. Like I was logged in and then it times out after a while. So, yeah. Yeah, I'd definitely be break even here. Gold likes to do this shit, man, where it gets really close to a level and turns around. So, that's just my opinion personally. Yours does that sometimes? Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Couldn't have happened at a worse time. Yeah. What was the entry? The entry was, look, I don't think this was an A+ setup by any means. This isn't a trade that I would have probably taken on the funded account, but I'm so bullish, right? There's no reason to be looking for shorts. I've been saying this for the last 2 hours, and we got a move down here. We came to 50% of this leg up, right? So we had a leg up at exactly market open. We came up to here. We came back down to 50%, so we rebalanced that leg up, and then we just got a nice inversion here, and then we came back down. I actually wanted to take this inversion and took it on the funded by accident, closed, would have ended up working out, and then we got a re-entry here, and we wicked into this gap, got a close above. That was a second potential entry, and I put the stop loss at 50% of the gap just because it would have been a really big stop loss there, so it worked out. It's not quite at TP1 yet, but still up pretty good. Hit TP on one account, was going to open the other and trade it, but said, nah, want to be disciplined. Should have done it. Yeah, there's always going to be hindsight, bro. There's always going to be like, there's always going to be that feeling of like should have, would have, could have, you know, but you also could have taken a loss on the other account and then you would have regretted it. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I honestly, if I was in this situation, maybe this is an emotional thing to do, but I would probably take a little bit of a partial just because price is kind of looking like it's slowing down and coming for a retracement. That's just me. That's what I think if I was in the trade. That's how I trade gold. I will take partials slightly before. You already took 5 partials? Yeah. I think that's alright. I'm looking for a potential re-entry. If I don't get one, then I'm just done for the day. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . potential 30-second inversion. Pretty small. Yeah. I might take it. Nope, didn't get it. I don't trade New York session? No. I do, like, I used to, and I trade it like once a week, but it's in the middle of the night for me, bro. It sucks. Because it's daylight savings at the moment, it's a really bad time, but like, in a couple months, it should go back to being at like 12:30, and then it'll go to 11:30 at night. So when it goes back to 11:30 at night, I honestly probably will take, I'll probably take some trades during the New York session, maybe go back to it for a little bit, but Asia session's just been really, really good for me, so I don't really think I should bother all that much. All right, I think I might be done here. It's 9:55. This is sort of coming to the end of the 2-hour window that I like to trade in. We're sort of going down again now. Yeah. Alright. I think I'm going to call the stream there. I think we did pretty good. Some of you guys caught that move up there. Hopefully you took a little bit of partials, or if it's still running, then hopefully it goes for you guys. Yeah. Appreciate you guys. That was a good stream. Alright. Catch you guys later. Have a good one. Peace.